My name is Kathrine Lee, and I'm excited to be here with Karisa and Michala. I do want to tell you one of the things I love the most about this event and about the way that this company does everything is they actually have a script so that we can be efficient and effective with our time, because we know your time is so valuable. It's that great equalizer, that one commodity we all have the same amount of, and we are so honored that you would, we hope, invest your time tonight, not just spend it, but invest your time. So thank you for being with us so that I can stay on task and on time. I'm going to go ahead and read so that I'm also clear and making all the points that we really want to make sure that you know, but I'll stay as conversational as possible while I do that. So I'm very excited. We have a network here of mission-driven people, and we're going to talk tonight about the topic of family health. You've been invited tonight by someone who respects you and would love for you to know what we're up to. This will be fun and relaxed. You won't have to buy or sign up for anything. We're just going to share some quick information and some stories. We hope that you enjoy listening, and perhaps you'll think of someone in your life that needs to hear this message. So thank you for coming. Okay, so to kick it off, I want to ask you a question. Would you agree that being healthy today is a challenge? I would say yes. I think most of us would. Karisa and Michala are nodding. We know it's a challenge. Busy schedules. I always say we either can't, don't, or won't, whatever that looks like. And so we'd all love the benefits of health, right? To look good, feel good, and live a long life. And we know it's our job to try to make this happen. But unfortunately, it can be complicated, unpleasant, and sometimes even confusing. So that's why we're here. That's where we come in. So I'd like to introduce you to a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution. Karisa, Michala, and I, along with thousands of others, and we're creeping up on the 1,000 mark here, those of you just that are on the phone tonight and on this webinar tonight, we're part of a unique community where together we're taking our health back in ways that are simple, doable, and fun. So the goal for the Healthy Living Revolution is to come alongside families and individuals who want better health, to meet them where they are, and to empower positive changes along the way. Let me take you through 3 of the doorways that we use to inspire healthy living around the world. The 3 are going to be our free resources, our nutritional support, and the organization that makes this all possible. So the first doorway, as you picture yourself going through the doorway, is inspiring healthy living, and this is our free resources. We have a team at Healthy Living Revolution that has created a selection of fantastic resources for families to use. We have a cookbook, and I have to tell you, I love this cookbook. Okay, so in our house, we have the heathens to the vegans. Okay, I have a daughter that is she's a vegetarian technically, but most of the time she eats vegan. And then I have a husband who is a meat and potatoes lover. And meat, potatoes, and cheese are his 3 food groups. And so the Healthy Living Revolution meets all of us. And I'm a vegan until noon. And then you'll find me anywhere on the spectrum afterwards. So this cookbook is phenomenal. All of us find great things that we love. So these resources are amazing. But it's not just the cookbook of clean and easy recipes. There's these short webinars that we do trending on health topics. We have a home fitness series and our Start Strong program, which is designed to raise up a generation of active, healthy children with positive body image and good nutritional habits. You may want to take a look at these resources. So whomever invited you to this event can send you that link to get these resources. So that's doorway 1. Now, doorway 2 is nutritional support. And let's talk just a minute about nutrition, which is foundational to good health. We know that we want to flood our bodies with the most important food we could ever eat, and that most important is raw, fresh fruits and vegetables. And everything else, it depends on the trends, but nobody ever argues that we need fresh raw fruits and vegetables. They're not just good for you, they're absolutely critical. So we're supposed to eat a variety, 9 to 13 every day. But almost no one does that. I mean, think about it. How many days in the past week have you got 9 to 13 servings of fresh fruits, vegetables, and berries? Even the best eaters need help. And that's why we're so thankful for the nutritional support of something called Juice Plus. And I'm actually going to turn it over to Michala. She's a wife and a mom and a pharmacist, and I'm going to have her tell you a little bit more about Juice Plus. So, Michala?
Thank you so much, Kathrine. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to be sharing about our product line, which I think is absolutely amazing. You'll hear why from Karisa in just a little bit. But Juice Plus is over 30 different raw, vine-ripened whole foods. It's in a little capsule. It comes in these nice little bottles here. It's non-GMO and NSF certified to be pure. And I like to call it God's pharmacy in a capsule, or a salad bar in a capsule. It definitely is the easy button. It's important to understand the process that the fruits and vegetables go through to be encapsulated or put into a chewable form. So first of all, our fruits, vegetables, and berries are completely vine ripened. They remain attached to the plant until the nutrition is fully developed. The fruits, vegetables, and berries are then ground up, which is actually better than simply juicing. We use the entire whole food, including the peels, leaves, and seeds whenever possible, which provides so much more nutrition. And I don't know about you, but I'm not eating orange peels on a daily basis, and I don't think I could get my kids to eat orange peels on a daily basis. Up to 80% of the vitamin C in an orange, though, is in the peel. So it's slowly dried at low temperatures, preserving the live nutrients, and then put into a capsule or chewable. So here are just a few things that I love about Juice Plus. As a pharmacist, I love that it's scientifically proven. There's over 35 published clinical studies and counting, and those are published in peer-reviewed medical journals, which is no small feat. I mean, that's a big deal. It's food. It's not a vitamin. And so I'm going to show you the new. Can you see that right there? It's got a, I don't know.
If you pull it back a little, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, okay. It's got a nutrition label. You'll just have to take my word for it. It's got a nutrition label, not a supplement label. And so it's the same as a bag of oranges or a bag of frozen broccoli that you would find in the grocery store. And the government considers this food, so it's not even taxed in states that don't tax food. And the last thing, and I think is most important as a mom, is there's no warning label. I know as a pharmacist, I was approached with almost everything I thought, and my 3 questions were, is the product that you're telling me about studied in cancer patients, pregnant women, and kiddos? And Juice Plus is studied in all 3 of those populations, even professional athletes. So really from womb to tomb, you're safe to take it. I think, Kathrine, you even coined that phrase. So the second thing we have is the chocolate and vanilla complete. And this looks like this. It is a vegan, gluten-free, whole food protein, chock full of fiber, amino acids, fruits, and vegetables. You can do so many different things with this shake mix. It's completely versatile. A quick breakfast, post-workout recovery, a healthy snack. I make protein balls for my kids, and one of my children ate 9 of them yesterday, so perfectly safe. And then we also have a Juice Plus Omega blend, which is right here. And this is different than any other omega because it's omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And there's no fish. So we go straight to the plant source, which is readily absorbable, and it's amazing. And then the last thing we have is actually what interested me in Juice Plus in the first place, and that's a tower garden. I don't know how many of you love to garden, which I did too, but I hated the 5-foot bull snakes that I see in the garden. And so this is a perfect solution for that too. You can grow 28 different plants, indoors or outdoors. You only have to water it every 2 or 3 weeks. It's on a timer, and even people who can kill cactus can grow a tower garden. So that's awesome. We also have a 4-month program that starts out with a 10-day jumpstart, and that's called the Shred 10. And together we shred foods and habits that aren't serving us, and we stay really closely connected with support of a community and encouragement. And I like to say that, this is pampering ourselves 10 days a month. We're not putting any toxicity into our body for 10 days a month. And so you can check out www.shred10.com if you'd like to learn more. And now I am so excited to introduce my best friend since first grade, Miss Karisa Halpine, who has been on this Juice Plus journey the whole time with me. She's a fitness instructor and certified health coach. So will you tell us your product story, Karisa, so they can hear this come to life?
Yes, absolutely. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can.
Awesome. Well, thank you. My gosh, I am like extremely honored to be on this call with everyone tonight. And so my name's Karisa Halpine. I'm married to my husband, Stan, and we have 3 boys, 9, 7, and 18 months. We live in Grand Island, Nebraska. As Michala said, I'm a fitness instructor. I'm a Dr. Sears certified lean health coach. And my journey with this amazing One Simple Change started when Michala called me up one day 3.5 years ago and was generous enough to share this with me, because in the state of life that I was at then, I was a single mom of Brock and Bowden, and I was that fragile, hopeless, state of life that I was in. She had been one of my rocks during that situation, and we were just doing everything that we could do to get by, but we were so grateful. We had so much to be grateful for. So she also knew with that my boys were sick all the time. I thought we were healthy. I really, truly did. And I just thought the sickness as a parent came with the package. But however, it's frustrating. It's a struggle as a parent, because when kids are sick and if you're working, you do whatever you can to make it work, but it gets to be frustrating. So I said yes to her, and it's been the best yes I've ever said. So it made sense to me at the time financially to join her. So I became a rep. I paid the $50, and I wanted to get Juice Plus at the very best price for me and the boys. I did not want to share it with a soul when I got started. I remember vividly telling Michala that. I just wanted the best nutrition at the end of each day for my boys and I. And the one thing that stuck out to me too when she was sharing this was the children's health study that Michala's already talked about. I knew at the moment that Brock would be able to eat for free. So that made sense. But the part that I kept thinking about was this company it had to have been super generous to be so supportive for kiddos, to be giving kiddos free fruits and vegetables between 4 and 18 and full-time college age. So we got him started and shared it with Bowden. And in the boys, being in the doctor's office every other month at minimum quickly changed. I was noticing that their chronic coughs and runny noses were, going away. Long story short, in the 3.5 years that they've been consuming it, they've had 2 antibiotics versus in and out of the doctor's office, bodies being flooded with those things, constantly. So that's been the best health insurance policy that a mom that I could have given my family at the time. So also, I was training for half marathons. I was averaging an 8:30 minutes per mile split for that distance. And I knew that if I couldn't carve out, if I wanted to improve my time, I needed to carve out more time to train. And little did I know that food mattered and that food really is fuel. I was always that workout person who thought she could eat 4 chocolate chip cookies before I would go run because I was going to burn it off, right? But oh my gosh, you guys, realizing that the micronutrition, like the oil we put in our car, which is the Juice Plus capsules, and the macronutrition, the Juice Plus Complete, like the gas we put in our car, those 2 things together and, other One Simple changes, I've been able to shave off a minute off my split. So I've been able to run a 7:25 per mile for 13.1 miles. And my recovery's better. I feel better. I love running. My workouts are way better. But that's the research coming to life. That's the decrease in oxidative stress, the improving the cardiovascular health, the balancing of the immune system. So that's been nothing but fun. So fast forward, I remarried. We've been married to Stan for a little over 2 years. When we got married, he'd suffered from high blood pressure, high cholesterol for 20 plus years, asthma, allergies, pretty severe. Those have gotten much better. Blood pressure and cholesterol numbers are all within normal reads or normal numbers right now, which has been a huge blessing to our family. And last but not least, we had our little Juice Plus baby Baylor 18 and a half months ago. And Stan and I felt 120% confident that we wanted to use Juice Plus as our sole prenatal. personally, I single dosed the first trimester, took 2 doses the second, 3 doses the third. I was eating better this pregnancy. I didn't have any swelling. I was being able to run and work out up to Baylor being born, which was so different from Brock and Bowden. Once I had him, the C-section recovery was amazing. It was a lot quicker. I was able to do more faster. My nursing, I was able to work out during nursing. I nursed him for 14 months, and my milk supply was still through the roof. So it was just wonderful, wonderful peace of mind that he was getting this amazing nutrition along with myself, with all the extra oxidative stress that my body was going through. And he's only been to the doctor for well visits, which is huge because Brock and Bowden had RSV and tubes in their ears by the age of 1 or 1.5. So it's just night and day. I'm so, so grateful. This business has been not only revolutionizing to our health, but, I went from that fragile, hopeless, single mom state of life that really didn't really have a purpose. And now I wake up feeling morally obligated to share. We have an amazing team, and we just keep inspiring healthy living. And I really, truly can say that I wake up every morning with a fire in my belly, knowing that, that God put me on this earth to do exactly what I'm doing. And I'm just forever grateful. So thank you.
You're welcome, Karisa. That is so awesome. I love hearing the next generation, and I love the marathon runner, the mommy, the heathen to vegan. That's the beauty of the healthy living revolution. And the tools and resources that we have for you and the nutritional support of Juice Plus has benefit. It is amazing what the body can do when it is given that great nutrition. For me personally, I used to get strep throat 3 times a year, every year, like clockwork. And I haven't had it since I've been on the product. And it looks different for all of us. It's not like I don't get any cold or flu, but I get it way less. It never turns into ear infection, speaking of your kids, like it used to. And shifting for me, just to have something that I know for sure, even if I'm not at making other great choices, I'm with a community of people that have a pathway and a product that I can always go back and give grace to myself, and I get it from others to stay on track. So it's really powerful. And so we talked about those 2 doorways, right, of the Healthy Living Revolution tools and of the power of this nutritional support. Well, now I'm going to talk to you about the company behind the product, this business community, that community that I told you as a curvy girl and as somebody that runs that Heathen to Vegan spectrum. This is the community that brings you back and that strengthens you to keep on the right track. And so we're going to talk about what we call the Freedom Revolution, which is our business community. The main mission of the Juice Plus company is to bring freedom through improved health. And it's important for you to know that about 80% of Juice Plus users are just healthy, happy customers with no affiliation with the company. Serving these customers are those of us that have partnered with the Juice Plus company and the opportunity, and we're paid well to do a lot of good. So as you listen to our stories, perhaps you'll find or think of someone in your life that may need to hear what's possible. So first, let's address a couple of common questions. First is, how does this work, right? How does the business work? How do you join, or what is that about the business community? Well, the business community is open to anyone 18 and older. It's called a virtual franchise, and it's $50 a year to own. We have an online office and personal website, and you can run business from any device, anywhere, anytime. In fact, my husband and I just a few years ago went in our RV for a year on a speaking tour, but also just to travel. It was a dream of his. So we bought his dream RV in Monaco, and we went around, and I did my entire business off of my iPhone 6. I mean, it's just, I did get the plus because I'm getting a little older, but that's really important to know because of that virtual office. It's amazing. You earn residual income by simply sharing Juice Plus by word of mouth, and the company does the rest. I always ask people, do you know people that could benefit from better nutrition? If you know people that can benefit from better nutrition, then you absolutely could consider doing this. The company manufactures Juice Plus. They deliver, bill, and collect from your customers. and they pay us by direct deposit. So we get to do word of mouth share. Like Karisa, she couldn't keep it to herself, and then the company really does the rest. There's no inventory to keep. Only the Juice Plus that we touch is our own. That's the only Juice Plus. We do not keep inventory. All commission levels are permanent, no quotas, minimums, and we have the freedom to choose our individual pace. And there's no glass ceiling on income or territory restrictions. The Juice Plus company is in over 20 companies globally, which just blows my mind. Now, the second question that we always get is, so what's so great about the company itself? Well, it was formed nearly 50 years ago by our president and founder, Jay Martin, who is still at the helm today. We're a privately held, debt-free, I'm going to say that again, debt-free, multi-billion-dollar company. We have a family benefits package at our top positions, including medical, dental, disability, life and long-term care insurance, chiropractor prescriptions, along with college assistance. Boy, did I love that. My kids were newborn in 2 when I started this business, and it's been so fun to get some of those college checks. We get holiday bonuses and monthly expense allowances. And just recently, my 25-year-old called and said, Mom, I think I need to use that vision insurance we've never had to use. And she went and got glasses for the first time. So it's really incredible what is available to us. This business can produce short-term cash or be a long-term wealth building and retirement strategy. And oh, by the way, I love this. Not only does Juice Plus Company inspire healthy living around the world, but healthy giving as well. We have impacted over 1 million families so far with free Juice Plus through our Children's Health Study. We sponsor the St. Jude's Marathon in Memphis every year. We're highly involved with the Boys and Girls Club and Volunteers of America. And if you want to know more about specifically how we impact those communities, whoever invited you can tell you. But I have to tell you, that is what leads into my business story, in that when I first started on the product, remember I was the heathen to vegan on the heathen end. I didn't even want to eat one fruit or vegetable. You know, I was one of the can't, don't, or won't. I was the won't. But it literally, I thought, I can do this. I had a friend die rather tragically, very young, and I was only 24, but I realized how short life was and that I needed to do something for my health. And so this came across, and it made complete sense to me. I knew one day we'd have Jetson food, and that mommy guilt factor. Oh, it felt so good to have something to bridge the gap for my kids. And now fruits and vegetables are the first thing we eat. And my third child that I got to take the product through my pregnancy is a vegetarian. She doesn't even like meat. It's called metabolic programming. She just genuinely does not want to eat meat. And she gets her protein in because she's very well educated because of this community, and she's very healthy, and as are my other 2 kids that got on it when they were newborn in 2. So it's incredible. And as my business success grew, which I never expected, I just wanted to make $300 to $500 a month to be home with my kids. That was it. I did not want to lead. I did not want to build a team. And here I am 20 plus years later. And this business has not afforded us every need and desire to be filled in our own life and give options to other people we love, like helping our family members buy houses and being able to give to the charities we love. But my husband and I were so blessed that we recently said, you know what, we feel like we're being called, and it was confirmed over and over to our higher calling. And we started a nonprofit to help those that are victimized by the atrocity of trafficking. And we have the joy and privilege of having a home here in the town where we live, where we restore the victims of that terrible issue, because who would have thought fruits and vegetables in a capsule could make a difference in a world like that? So I just love the business because of the options that it's given my family, the options then I've been able to pass on to other people. So Michala, I would love for you as a successful pharmacist and wife and mom to just share your business story, and then we'll wrap up.
Well, I'm so thankful that you said yes, Kathrine, and I can't imagine that 3 years ago I didn't even know you, and now I can't imagine life without you. So 3 years ago I was introduced to Juice Plus by a pharmacist that I played volleyball with at UNK, and like I said, I was in search of a tower garden, but instantly this whole concept made sense to me. But I don't know about you, I was kind of too cool for the business. I wanted the best price, so I became a rep right away, but I think I had a little skepticism with the network marketing industry, which now seems so crazy. I mean, I absolutely love it now. But what happened was within 5 weeks, we had an experience that I never thought possible. Everything from more energy to my 2-year-old that gagged at anything green was asking for salads, better focus. I mean, you name it. In over 3 years, we've only had one sick visit to the doctor. So at that point, 5 weeks into it, I thought, man, I probably should research what we're putting into our bodies because I hadn't read a stitch of research before then. And I was blown away. And I messaged a mom of a kiddo with cancer, and her response back to me forever changed my life. Have you ever gotten one of those texts? She said, how long have you known about this, and why didn't you tell me sooner? And I realized that I took an oath to do no harm, and by not sharing this, I was doing harm. And so I prayed every day that God put in my path the people who needed me most. And it's incredible what had happened. In 4 short months, I had realized that I had impacted more people than I had in 10 years as a community pharmacist. And the way I kind of viewed what I was doing in the, our medical system, I guess, in general, is like if the oil light comes on in your car, you can do one of 2 things. You can find and fix the problem, or you can unplug the light. And I felt like I was unplugging lights, and this was a way to find and fix the problem. So at that point, I knew that this was going to be my plan A. What I was I just knew in my heart that this is my calling. And so within exactly a year, I was able to stay at home with my kids, raise my own kids, and be a full-time Juice Plus mama without any gap in income, which is impressive. And then a short 5 months later, we hit the top position in the company, which came with the awesome benefits that Kathrine was talking about. And a few months after that, we were able to retire my husband, Mark, from his family farming situation. And he is at home, as well as I am, living our passion, which for him is taking care of cattle. And obviously for me is inspiring healthy living. And we love doing that as a couple as well. So I absolutely love our product. I love our business. But in my opinion, our community is second to none. I don't know about any of you on the line, but I was a lost mama in boogers and spit up and working, and I was just in the grind. And I didn't know this positive community existed. And so getting to hear adult voices during the day and make a difference along the way is just absolutely the most incredible experience in my life, other than motherhood and being married, of course. So thanks so much for asking me to share, Kathrine.
Absolutely. It's my honor. So to wrap up, you guys, thank you for joining us. We had close to 1,000 people tonight, which tells you there is curiosity in this issue and really phenomenal options available to you. So we're so excited to work and to have you here tonight, and then to work with 2 kinds of people. The first is people that are ready to take the next step with their health, whether it's to check out our free resources or make life easier by adding Juice Plus. It only costs about $2 to $3 a day. Kids can get it for free, as we talked about, and it's the simplest, most convenient, affordable way to get massive amounts of nutrition into your families. The second is anyone that wants to earn a stable residual income in order to expand their options while they're making a difference. Our Freedom Revolution can give parents financial peace to choose, where they're going to be and what they want to do. Can give singles amazing options for lots more in their life. It can give that mom and dad care, or for a single mom, that care instead of daycare. It can be hardworking professionals that can choose to build their own dreams instead of someone else's. You could be a college student and you want to build a side gig, right, to help pay for school without having to get a job or to travel and do some fun things. It can be empty nesters that want to increase their retirement so that they have more to enjoy life and give to future generations. This all takes place using our simple system with the positive, fun community we like to call the Juice Plus family. Maybe you could ask yourself, who do I know who needs to hear about this? What if Juice Plus could help them, like that mom that said to Michala, how long have you known about this and not told me? If you do think of someone, we'd love to invite you and them to events like this. And after we're done, whoever invited you to our Healthy Living Revolution and our Freedom Revolution call tonight can start by sharing our Healthy Revolution web link with you, and they can touch base. So I just want to thank you so much for being with us tonight. It was an honor, and my hope and prayer is that you'll say, wow, I just invested my time, not spent it. Thank you so much. And thank you, Michala and Karisa. Have a great night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.